I look at your family. My dog paid me that. Taste like candy. My dog out laying them low. Ain't breaking none laws out.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And, of course, Isaiah Collier. This is their first game without him.
Yeah, that move was all about the long-term horizon for them. I know it's a little shocking how different this team looks, but given some time, I think things will come together.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Booker. And Booker with the jam.
What a finish. Love to see that kind of explosiveness from Booker.
And it's Ball off the drive. Takes the three. Iguodala grabs a miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Springer. They get it back. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They get it again. Booker for three. It's rebounded by Salon. Pass to Rizachet. Ball outside. From deep three-point range. Ball with another miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Ball throws it down.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Booker's shot is good. Booker's got his third basket on the night right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. He'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Miller outside.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Ball gets it to go.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Charlotte making a change here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Booker. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. Charlotte trailing. Here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. Beyond the arc. Garuba with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
That three's off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Now here's Ball. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Phoenix leading by 4. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative, and he's got a flash and a flair to his game, but he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash, but he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Hey, if you don't box out Drummond, this happens. He's an exceptional offensive rebounder who can hurt you big time with the putbacks.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Now here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
We've got 1:23 left in the first. And he comes up with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Box goes in. .51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Off target at the rim. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Suns lead by 6. It's rebounded by Salon.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
The steal. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Drummond with the screen. To the paint. Tipped. Knocked loose. What if it goes? Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Phoenix.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Phoenix leading by 8. Down low. Oh, my! Booker just throwing it down.
Yeah, you expect tremendous effort from a scorer like Booker, but it's still impressive to see him delivering.
Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north. in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
6 to shoot. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's a 12-point Suns lead.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Miller. Still without a bucket. Driving to the basket. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
To the inside. On the break. Outside Covington. They set the screen. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Suns.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in.
Jaden Springer.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. There's the triple. Oh! Booker with the triple!
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
3-pointer. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach will prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Miller outside. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Miller's got 5.
Brandon Miller showing you the deep range.
Pass to Springer. To the left wing. Here's Iguodaro. Drives to the hoop. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Outside Covington. And Charlotte, another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Beasley outside. Outside for Booker. Out left to the wing. And he dunks it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Back to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. They double him with Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Phoenix leading by 10. Steps back. Out to Fox. A minute 9 left to play in the half. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Right there. The 3 from Riza Shea. That shot missing. Phoenix with the ball. And the Suns pushing it up now. And they pick up 2.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Launches a 3. Garuba with a rebound. For 3. The shot that time not on target. Hornets trail by 12. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they're on the run. Here's Fox. And Fox takes it all the way to the rim.
Yeah, excellent work in transition from Fox, pushing the pace and supporting the fast break.
Drummond with the screen. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Charlotte's shooting their first free throws of the game now. First one falls for him. So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Phoenix going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hornets trail by 12. Inside. Here's Miller. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Here's Iguodala. And he can't get that one.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Risacher. No points yet. Here's Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
Oh, man, what vision by Booker. His playmaking is really underrated.
Ball surveys the floor.
Suns foul. Jaden Springer. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Clock at 6. Miller can't get it to go.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Fox. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Iguodala, no good. Hornets trail by 14. Here's Miller. And that one's on target from the wing.
Timeout.
Miller's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Both teams will make substitutions. Phoenix leading by 12. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8. His first shot attempt.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Here's ball. Second chance effort. Garuba with a rebound. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Hornets trail by 14. Ball outside. The three. Oh, Ball dropping it in for three.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
Here's Salong. No points so far. Ball with another miss. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
Pulls it. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Phoenix leading by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Now here's Alexander Walker. There's Ball with a three. Drains the triple. Ball's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
From 18 feet away, Hornets trail by 11. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Suns timeout. Time to make some noise for you, Suns Dancers.
A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Here's Drummond. There's the three. It's not going to go for him.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Booker no good. Hornets trail by 11. Down low. Picked it out of midair. Plenty of space. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 19 points. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Here he goes. From the arc. Miller can't get it to go. The Suns lead by 12. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Drummond with the screen. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. A sizable lead. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. The Suns lead by 14. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Having his way with the defense, Booker creates separation and nails the shot.
Launches it. They grab their own miss. Hits the trifecta.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Going inside. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Pass to Garuba. Back to Booker. Fades away. The shot off that time. Hornets trail by 13. 3 on 3. Here's Salon. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and it'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Phoenix leading by 11. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
To the inside.
I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
There's Ball with a three. Booker surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Over Rizachet. Here's Iguodaro. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 17.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Miller outside. From behind the arc. It's deflected.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Booker, good.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
20 feet out. It's good.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like
Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old. When I was in the trenches, looking at my life through different lenses. Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born. Real Stevens, I'm the proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren home. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Once I crystal the mic and get on top of the beat, it becomes an instant classic when he 40 speak. My lyrics poke out just like a widow peak. I go like I got petty to fetch, refuse to lose.
Brian Anderson here, joined by our analyst, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. You look at Charlotte. Now here's ball. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Allen. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by Cleveland. Count that one.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Outside for Green. And he buries his first look.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Ball outside. Inside. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Allie, thank you. Kicks it out to Bryant. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And Ball throws it down.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play. Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Fires the three. Chang pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Here's Salon. Off the mark there with a three.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Dang, shot is off.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Can't cash it in from close range.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the basket by Castle.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Ball's got 8 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Kicks it out to Bryant. A minute 50 left to play in the first. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Off target from outside. Cleveland leading by 5. A minute 35 left now in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
They set a pick. 4-3. The rebound by Allen. And here comes Cleveland. Dang, gets the bucket.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Miller outside. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Castle. And he drives in. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Castle's got his third basket on the night right there.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now here's Miller. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game.
Boy, you just see the mid-range confidence for Brandon Miller. That's a huge part of his development.
Here's Castle. Give him 8 points now.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And so he hits both. Hornets trail by 8. The three. And Charlotte another three. 9 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Cleveland on top, leading by 7. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And Charlotte making a change here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Here's Johnson. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Miller. No good from outside. The Cavaliers lead by 4. And here is Williams. Still no points. Cleveland again missing.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Filipowski.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Now into lineup for York.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. Over Drummond. Williams' shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
No good that time. And it's Green with the ball for Cleveland. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Fades back. Williams misses.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the jumper falls for him. Give him 8 points now. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Charlotte trailing. And out of bounds. The Cavs will take it. Now Green. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. That ties the game. Clark's got his first points of the game. Green in the post. The kick out to Williams. Boy, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
For 3. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in. Oh, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice! And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Cavaliers with a rebound.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Checking in for the away team.
On defense, the Hornets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Drummond grabs the miss. Here are the Hornets with the ball, trailing by 2. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's the three. Williams grabs the board.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
There's the three. Connects from downtown. Williams has got 7.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
On the take. And that one's good. Now 4 for 10.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
To the left wing. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. The fadeaway J is off the mark.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
They set the pick. Outside, Alexander Walker. Misses the three. Cleveland leading by 3. Pass to Williams. Fader on the way. And that comes off the assist by Green. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Rebounded by Johnson.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Here's Williams. Here's Filipowski. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Clark right side. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Cleveland on top, leading by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Pass to Jang. Over ball. Dang, shot is off.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Risa Shea. Here's Salon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Beal with it. Kicks it out to Bryant. The three is up. It's rebounded by Salon. Hornets trail by 7. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Ball outside. The three is up. Melo knocking down a 3.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Pass to Beal. Here's Jang. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's Beal. Averaging around 5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly.
Boy, that's great defense from LaMelo Ball. He has the length and the agility to be an outstanding defender. It's about learning to give it every single night on that end.
And Ball throws it down.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Castle. Kicks it out to Bryant. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Pass the ball. For the lead. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers leading. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 0, Cedric.
Now here's Ball. 15 points in the game. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Boy, active hands, anticipation, and athleticism. Mr. Beal doing it by himself.
The drive by Miller. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And Bryant gets it to go.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Ball looks over the floor. Here comes Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Wow, you see the decisiveness right there with LaMelo Ball. Makes up his mind on the drive that he's going to dunk it.
Fires from way outside. That one doesn't drop.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Ball ventures inside and converts.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
Crafty move. Here's Beal. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Substitution on the court.
Green up top. Five on the clock. He drops it from range. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Ball no good.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ball. He's got 19. Knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 22.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Williams with the screen. And it's Green off the drive. Fades and shoots. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams changing it up here. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's Alexander Walker. Yet to see a basket. Ball right side. He got it up. And that's not going to go. Some impressive scoring and still a quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand?
47.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's ball. To take the lead. And the shot goes in. Ball's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
And he gets that one.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Castle. Clark grabs the board. Ball outside. Picked by Covington. From deep three-point land. Ball no good. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. To the inside. And Drummond with the jam.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Number 24.
Here's Castle. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And we've got a timeout call. By Charles Lee. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Charlotte making a change here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Castle. Into the lane.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And Paul gets it to go.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Castle misses. The Hornets with a lead. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Nickeil Alexander Walker.
And so it's Charlotte with it. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Checking in for the away team, number 31, Kijal Salama.
Ball outside. To the paint. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, how about the quick elevation anticipation by Andre Drummond. Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
The kick out to Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Castle. Drummond grabs the miss. So it's the Hornets now. The lead is 2. Ball left side. No good there with a step back Jay.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Sinks it from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Williams has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stolen by Drummond. That's tipped. Here's Ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
A minute 39 left in the 4th quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've had no problem getting to the heart of this defense with the dribbles. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Pass to Jang. And here is Green. Clock at 6. Shoots over Miller. Green in the lane.
Absolutely fearless. Green takes the big shot like it's any other bucket.
To the middle. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Green. Allen. Outside for Green. And there's a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they need in this game. Too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. On offense, here are the Hornets. It's a 1-point game. Here's Ball. And he buries it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Pass to Jang. From downtown. Doesn't go that time.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Miller on the wing. Back to Ball. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Pass to Jang. Fires the 3. Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They need to find a 3 fast. A zero hesitation look. Tough, but not impossible.
This would tie it. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic...
Every season showing me the feel relaxes like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gonna be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic. Put up to the photo, man. Too easy. Y'all go snatch a line. I got a different for different places, different seasons. Plan a position, cutting her off too easy. I started off R&B stars right at the band. I have on the west south, think that I abandoned her. I have in my blood and I can change the climate. I threw the money on it to the price up like I designed it. Ain't put a presidential on the let's get that little IG in the car. Pop out that night and double up. Film out these in the car. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it's too easy. Different for every season, showing me that the feel relaxes like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gonna be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic.
Wake up, get your in my makeup, get your fake blood, fake tough. Put your up for the princess. Rates up, jigs up, put your up, get your put your up. That's tough. Pay up, get your rates up for the princess.
But bullshit me, she freaky. Dalai Lama, don't you cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out to Japan and I Donna Benihana, I'm the new hip hop Madonna. I'm the new hip hop Madonna. I'm the Grace Jones. I don't know what type of they own. I'm like Carrie Bradshaw with a back brace on. I've been carrying you not for way too long. I'm a black stack. All beef gets smoked. I'm a real fly. You and coach. I'm a real every coast. She was talking on the net. She want approach though. I got these. You a ghost. You a don't you stand on a post. Suck it up, stand up. Say the with your chest. You barking over bones. I got digits to fetch. I can't do pictures. I'm too busy. I don't deal with the press. You the type to leave a broke impressed. You look a mess. Broke, got you looking real stressed. These broke, think more fetch. Stay up, stay woke, stay blessed. You need to wake up, get your in my makeup, get your fake blood, fake tough. Put your up for the princess. Rates up, jigs up, put your up, get your put your up. That's tough. Pay up, get your rates up for the princess.
Money in my hands. I'm in Gucci in a bonnet, spinning bands. I got haters, I got fans, I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or they hate her? Either way, they spinning bands. I could really give a, I could really give a. Long as you know what's up, it's Dolce, Miss D.O.E. Don Dada. You notice me. They like Dolce, you the Lulu, you a loose screw. She really giving in a voodoo. She swapped the old for a say new. She plus she watching Hulu. Wake up, get your in my makeup, get your fake blood, fake tough. Put your for the princess. Rates up, jigs up, put your up, get your put your up. That's tough. Pay up, get your rates up for the princess.
born tiger, I'm earning my stripes. Crosshair on sight. Tippy toes if you try reaching my height. Fantasia can't read me my rights. I don't wanna, you ain't even my type. Wait to see me in person, then type. Only person ever put fear in me is Christ. Getting parked for not sending out kites. Flying it up. Who got the diamond cut? Finger got paper cuts. Is you minds or what? You know I'm a Mac, this might be the final cut, the final touch. The game could get cold, we decking the halls if you ever sign us up. I'm just being me, don't be mad at me. You ain't gon' that's blasphemy. I know the guys gon' for me. Louis V pouch like capacity. They can't make this in a factory. God just blessed me with it naturally. Green light, but we still wake up, break that's blasphemy. Forecast. Used to play Dreamcast. Forecast.
Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I really believe it makes for a more entertaining game when the teams are as evenly matched as these two. They'll meet 4 times this season, and so far, they've split the first 2 games.
Both games featured adjustments from both sides. Different outcome, obviously, so this should be an interesting strategic battle.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up to Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. Jang pulls it in. Bryant outside. Pass to Allen. Back to Bryant. For 3. Miller pulls it in. Here's Ball. Averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. And here's Bryant outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Ball outside. Pass to Miller. There's the triple. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Green. And here's Allen. Pass to Jang. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
There's Ball with a 3. The shot comes out.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Bryant. It's stolen away. Here's Salon. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here comes Cleveland. Here's Green. He got a piece of it. Now the Hornets moving it up. Jumps up. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Pass the ball. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Green for 3. Counted from distance.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Up top, Miller. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Pass to Rizachet. Shoots over Bryant. Rizachet, no good. And Cleveland has possession. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And Ball gets it to go.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Green for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Miller outside. Fades back. The rebound by Allen.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Bryant. Outside, Green. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Bryant. Outside, Green. Over Rizachet. And it's Green missing. Here's Salone. The three from Ball. No good on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Charlotte on top. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And he gets that one. Drummond's got his first 2 points of the night.
Andre Drummond understands if I can get to the offensive window, I can put points on the board.
Here's Filipowski. Here's the three. And he buries his first look. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the quick three.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And it's hammered home by Green.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Bradley Beal letting you know there's still an explosive level to his game. Off his feet, easy finish.
Here's Ball. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First free throw is good. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
There's a screen. 4-3. Ball with the rebound. The Hornets with a lead. Inside. And the jam by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Beal with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Beal. Oh, a special move before that shot. Beal's got 6 here in the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Ball. And Drummond with the jam.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
Here's Beal. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's Ball. Here's Drummond. Out to Covington. Ball outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, you've got to credit the defense of Bradley Beal. Breaks it up defensively, gets out in transition. Nice.
Ball outside. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8. Drummond. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Drummond's got 8 points.
After a cold first quarter, they brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead now.
Williams from long range. And it's Cleveland with another.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
Here's Williams. Ball with the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Alexander Walker. And that comes off the assist by Green. And now a 5-point Charlotte lead.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Over to the left wing. Back to Williams. Here's Filipowski. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Fades away. Williams can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from 3-point range.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Cleveland again missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And that one's good. Covington.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Hit his leg. The official saying it was kicked. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Cleveland making a change here. Here's Miller. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Wide open look. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Miller's got 5. From deep three-point land. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. Charlotte on top, up 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Castle.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Shooting for Cleveland.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the second. Hornets leading by 6. Stripped away. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. Kicks it out to Bryant. Screen by Robinson. The 3 ball. And Bryant good for 3. Bryant's gotten his second bucket.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one. Cavaliers trail by 3. Green for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Miller outside. Down low. Robinson with a steal.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
For the lead is Castle. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Brandon Miller. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And so he makes both from the line. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. To end the run, connects from downtown. And the Hornets lead by 1. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Talk about using that speed. Green to the rim with ease.
Pass this to Law. Oh, okay then. The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Green, one right at the rim. Here's Jang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. That shot missing.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Launches it. Cavaliers with a rebound. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. jumper, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Cleveland on D. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Miller.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Jang. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
He shoots it. And the shot no good, a bit short.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And the Cavaliers making a change here. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Hornets trail by 4.
Cavaliers foul. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Miller. 5 points in the game. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Here's Castle. He's got 11. The layup misses. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. The 3 from Rizashea. Williams grabs the board. And here comes Cleveland. They're on an 18-7 run. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points for him.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
To the inside. A nice pick there to get him right to the rack.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And Cleveland making a change here. Charlotte shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Cleveland leading by 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Charlotte making a change here. 36 seconds left in the third. There's the screen by Johnson. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Cleveland shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Johnson.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And that one falls to ball.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside, Green. Green in the lane.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Fires the 3. The putback. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Come on, fans, it's the
quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Hornets trail by 6. The steal. All alone on the break. Oh, wow! And he jams it home with authority.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch!
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Left side, Green. And that one's good. Green's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
It's stolen by Green. Buries it from 3. And the Cavaliers lead by 10. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Green. The 3. Doesn't go for him.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Drummond. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
To the wing on the left. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. Hornets trail by 8. Ball outside. Pulls up. Yes! He nails it!
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
To the left side wing. The kick out to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Out to Covington. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Takes a 3. Cleveland gets it back. Pass to Filipowski. Clock at 6. And it's all from 3-point range. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Ball. Outside Covington. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Ball no good. The Cavaliers lead by 7. From deep 3-point land. The long distance 3 is buried.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
And stolen by Green. Puts up a deep 3. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He implored implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Now, you love the tenacity right there of LaMelo Ball. Play through the contact, get the and one opportunity.
And the free throw, no good.
LaMelo, one of those guys at the top of the list in terms of excitement. This guy is capable of the spectacular.
Williams misses. Hornets trail by 8. And here's Ball. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They can't really afford to leave points in the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Pass to Castle. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Now Miller. Back to Ball. Let's go with a 3. Charlotte, no good that time either.
By the third, bounce for the crown. Fast forward, getting real to me now. Every dog need it once in a while. I see heads in the crowd, see white, black, jumping around. Bump out of gown, bounce from the ground, height for the sound. This first straight from the morgue, pop down from the floor. Bounce, bounce. celebration, where the barbecue pits and the mini bikes, mini skirts, tables. Who got big six? Where I'm from, we do concrete backflips, flip flop back. Through the ghettos where I bring hip hop back. Real love me, they tell me the only speak for Wayside of Central Bookings. County up north said I should have it if Scarface passed the torch. That's how they feel, Jack. Look, this more than rap. This that project haircut in a cul-de-sac. This is where Jose meet your quota whenever I put a quote on the track. Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing out puppy. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppy.
From Compton to Baltimore, I'ma kill it. I buy a Morgan the minute. The public house, the plastic couch of a Section 8 tenant. The Regal window is tinted. The air conditioner broke, but I'm cool enough to ensure you my ride is an Eskimo, huh? And I peel off in the midst of getting my thrills off, and I thrive off energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back, and I live in the back of the jungle. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Hear the siren, walk up. Engines on back of scooters, the real can recognize real, and we need to know just who you are. You are in the presence of many presents. Kendrick, the gift for the future, or yeah, I said it. Good kid, mad city, mad respect, representing the hub, right.
Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppy. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppy. The homegirls tell me I'm so they can buy some outfits. I buy their sons a pack of Pampers, some new Jordans. Give them the game, school them on what's really important. That's how I was raised. Had me 13, fresh off the porch. But I'm wiser now, showing my young there's other ways to get them dollars and funds. Coming down in an old school, so cool. Whip like a 5-ball, call it go cool. You don't know the tribulations that we go through. Put your ears to the speakers, I'ma show you. I paint a picture so perfect. Hit my CD, you see Mona Lisa in person. Courtesy of a hunter beat. Got my the essays in arm reach. One way. Ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppy. I got the whole block up. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing down puppy. them, caught me up, man, he kept on. L2R2, man, pop this corn like the cinema view. If Broski Jones, man, chilling it too, man. Step tryna finish them youths. No, man, cut you, bust that. Think, give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like, on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on, man, clutch that. Don't sell, man, cock that. Any off on site, man. I'm like, who's that, what's that? Man, cut you, bust that. Think, give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like, on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on, man, clutch that. Don't sell, man, cock that. Any off on site, man.
Same troop, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the rah-rah, with the blah-blah. All that like Kel and Keenan.
When you talking to me, Conde Garçon, Converse on my feet. Yeah, I just ate Bon Appetit. Young refugee, are you ready or not? We beat to rap, what key beat to lock. Hand me my keys, then I skate off the lot. Enemies retreat before we the block. Early morning, late night, Jay Leno. Run me my cake or some. Don't be the last straw that broke the back on the camel. Y'all know where I'm from. Shoo, Dale Lamo.
Same troop, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the rah-rah, with the blah-blah. All that like Kel and Keenan. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that? Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. I'm with all
what? That. We checked your file, you are not. No. You never swap chili for EBT. In Vegas, my Chiefs Taylor Swift stay red T2 pop. We be too rest, what nose be too. Moving won't leave like tennis that squat. The best advice come from villains. What it do, lil? Big bang.